Hi, my name is May. I love yarn. If you couldn't tell, if you're sighted at all, right, you can tell. It's pretty obvious. I'm sitting on the bed surrounded by a mountain of yarn. So, hi, my name is May. I love yarn. I love to knit and crochet. Those are my hobbies. And I also happen to have been born visually impaired, legally blind, and completely colorblind. So I mostly knit and crochet by feel. And well, today we are talking about the Knit Picks Super Sale. It is one of their best sales all year long. You're going to find yarns up to 75% off. It's their $2, $4, $6 yarn sale. But you know what? Some of the yarns are like $2.49, $2.79, kind of these random prices. I cannot remember all the facts. There's no way I'm going to be able to keep it all straight in my head. But I just want to share with you some of the yarns that I have in my stash that happen to be on sale today. Now this sale starts today, Monday, November 3rd, 2025. It's a 3-day sale. So you're going to have, by the time this video posts, you're going to have all day on the 4th and all day on the 5th, Wednesday, to shop this sale, okay? So you'll have 2 full days to shop the sale. Now just something to keep in mind with Knit Picks is that, and we crochet, right, is that within the colors, they don't put them all on sale. Okay, so you're going to go through a yarn line, you're going to see it, but then you're going to see different prices at different colors. So keep that in mind. Within the same yarn family, some colors are going to be 60% off. Some are not going to be on sale at either. So you choose, you be careful, you double and triple check your prices and make sure that what you're putting in your cart is what you want and what's on sale. Okay? So let's first talk about the Mighty Stitch Super Bulky. That's right, that's right. This is a brand new yarn. It is 80% acrylic, 20% super washable, so it is machine washable. This is the size of the strands. This is in the color Satsuma, and this is the size of the skeins. They're big, hefty skeins, but they're only 44 yards because it's so super bulky. This is in the color Satsuma. And this is the one that I made my giant pumpkins. If you were watching me do my giant pumpkins, I was obsessed with in October. Now is your chance to get the Satsuma. And of course, any other color that you want, because the entire yarn line of the new yarn is like 75% off. They're $2 right now. $2 a skein. That is craziness. 75% off. So they've got it in a nice red. They've got it in your white, ash, green, eggplant. So really nice color selections there with this. So this is the Spice and Clove pumpkin pattern, which was written for the Wall of the Andes Sport. But you saw me. It's a pumpkin. I was making it in the super bulky. So this is the knit one. This is the crochet one. Now I thought I was going to run out of yarn for the crochet one. So I only made mine. I made it even smaller. But it's a pumpkin. It's fine. So that is on sale, the whole line is super bulky. We're going to talk about the Mighty Stitch Worsted, which is what they've had for a long time. Now, I don't believe all the colors of the worsted are on sale, and certainly not for $2. But this is the Mighty Stitch Worsted. This is what your skeins look like. They're still nice big skeins. They are, I can't read the yardage on it, but they're over 200 yards. This is the size of your strands. This is in the color Bark. It's a nice, rich chocolate brown. It's a beautiful color. And so there's several colors. The Bark is $2 today. Now, not all the colors. Like I said, check your prices because not all of the Mighty Stitch is on sale, okay? But the Bark is $2 today. So that is a really, really good price. Okay, let's talk about... let's see. I have so much yarn on this bed. I'm kind of overwhelmed, let me tell you. I've been pulling yarn for hours in my selection, going over, trying to be like, is this on sale? Am I sure that's on sale? Right? I want to be sure that I only show you yarns that are on sale today so that I don't mislead you. But like I said, I can't keep all the colors straight. So, let's see, I'm getting a message from my mom. I just started my video, and of course she's going to call now, right? So, Let's see. This is the Brava Tweed. It is 97% acrylic. It's a machine washable yarn. It is 3% viscose. This is in the color poinsettia. And these are really big skeins. They're about 200 yards or so, maybe more than that. Machine washable. And just in time for the holidays, y'all, they put this beautiful dark red tweed on sale for us. $2 a skein right now. Really, really good deal. I just bought this. I'm going to confess, I don't think I got mine for $2 a skein, okay? So, but I did buy some because, you know, I'm seeing this for Christmas decor, Christmas decorations, a beautiful cable sweater maybe, or, you know me, I love to do skirts. But I could see a beautiful cable sweater with this, but I could also make myself, I did get it in the green as well, so I could see myself making a beautiful skirt or something. But this is $2 a skein right now. Unbelievable. Great, great price on that. So, let's see what else. There's more of the tweed that I really want to talk about if I can find it back. So, I might not be able to right now because I got a lot of yarn happening. There's lots of yarn happening here. So let's see. I thought I had more tweed pulled specifically so we could look at the different colors that were on sale. But, oh, it's right in front of me. It's the whole visually impaired thing, y'all, right in front of me, and I can't even find it. So this is in the color wreath. Now the wreath is not $2, but it's under $3. It's something like $2.79, $2.99. So it is still on sale. Your beautiful reds, your beautiful greens for the holidays. So you can still make a holiday project. But just remember, the wreath is not $2, but it still is on sale, under $3. So it's another very pretty, I think together, that poinsettia and that wreath are going to make a absolutely gorgeous holiday project. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so excited about this sale, y'all. And to share these amazing deals and the steals, because what do I say? Everything is expensive. And it is. And so we need to save money wherever we can. And so if I can help you to save money on yarn, and that's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing here on YouTube. Here it is, my other color of Brava tweed that I pulled. This is the colored chimney sweep, okay? And this is also, it's not $2, but it's about $2.79, $2.99 or something like that. This is a really dark, almost like a black with some gray and cream nuts to it. I even worked up a swatch in this. Y'all can see it. Look at this, some crochet. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I could also see this as a beautiful sweater. I can. I just have like a theme for tweed sweaters, okay? And so cable tweed sweaters, gorgeous. So I kind of want to use my poinsettia for that, but I'm thinking I'm actually going to use the poinsettia and the wreath together for a holiday project. But this chimney sweep is still going to be absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So, and it's nice and affordable, and because it's acrylic, right, it's a nice acrylic tweed. So if you got wool allergies, because I know there's some gorgeous wool tweeds. There's some gorgeous wool tweeds, right? But, you know, if you're allergic to wool, right, and you still want to make yourself a gorgeous cable sweater, then this Brava tweed is a great option for those with wool allergies or those on a budget. I mean, you can get a sweater. I think these are like $2.99, $2.79, something like that. So you can get a sweater quantity for somebody even of my size for like $30, you know? And, you know, I know for people who are larger than me, it can be kind of pricey to get a sweater's quantity of yarn, right? If you know, you need more yarn. And so this is a great opportunity to be able to do that. So, let's talk about a few more yarns. OMG, I don't even know. Let's talk about some of the bougie yarn that is on sale right now. So, this is the gloss cranberry. Now, this is not $6, but gloss comes in a DK weight. It comes in a lace and a fingering, but I don't even know if I own any. I certainly didn't pull it today. But the DK weight is nice. It's easier to work with. It is 70% merino wool, 30% silk. It is a hand wash yarn. But this color cranberry is still on sale, even though it's not $6. I think it's like still under $7 a skein or something like that. It's like 6 something a skein. So it's still a really, really good price. So if you're like, I really want to get some of that nice bougie yarn, right? That really nice yarn, but I just can't afford it. Well, this is a good time to get it. I talk about that with sales. I have some in the black too, which is on sale, but I don't know. Here it is. Okay, the black is included in the $6 skeins right now. So this is the black. This is the size of your donuts in the DK weight yarn. They're about 100 and I'd say 23 yards, something like that. This is the size of your strand. This is so luxurious, y'all. I absolutely love the feel of this. It is scarf yarn. It is next to your skin yarn. This really is bougie yarn. I have a lot of the gloss in black, and this is the only way that I get it, okay, is on these $2, $4, $6 yards. So yes, it's at the higher end, it's $6, but that's still something like 50% off, okay, the regular price, 50% off. So if you're wanting to try this gloss for a while and you're like, it's just out of my price range right now, well, $6, that's a pretty good deal. It'd make an amazing treat for somebody that you love, that's special for the holidays, to make them up a beautiful sweater or scarf or shawl out of this luxuriously soft silk, merino and silk. I mean, really just amazing. So this is a beautiful, beautiful yarn. And that's, like I said, this sale, the cranberries, I think it's like $6.89 or something like that, maybe $7. So it's not quite as good of a price, but it would still make a beautiful holiday treat for somebody, okay? It would. Alrighty, so let's get that out of the way, because I just feel like I have so much yarn here that I want to talk about, and I'm just buried in yarn, y'all. It's crazy up in here. So, wow, I'm kind of overwhelmed. I got so much yarn out to talk about today. So we can talk about the Brava Baby, because there's a bunch of Brava Baby on sale. The Brava Baby is it's the newest to the Brava line, right? The Brava is a 100% acrylic, machine washable yarn, great for baby projects, great for people with wool allergies, great for donations. So the Brava Baby DK is this is the bright red, and the bright red, again, just in time for the holidays. This is on sale for $2 right now. What in the world? I did not get mine for $2. Should have waited, right? Should have waited. So this is a really good deal on this. You've seen the other colors on my channel, which are on sale, just not quite for $2, okay? I think some of the other ones are like $2.39, $2.79, $2.99, but they do have, this is the maroon, which is just a slightly more of a brown. If the bright red's a little bit too bright for you, this is it in the maroon, so it's just a little more brownish, a little bit more of the darker, a little less of the bright, right? It's still on sale. I think it's like $2.79 or something like that. It's still a really good price for that. All of these yarns are still a really good price, even if they're not $2 or $4 or $6. And you just saw it on Finish Your Friday. If you just saw my it's already got fuzz on it, y'all. My skirt that I made, my shell and trellis skirt, knit on the top, crochet on the bottom in the black. This yarn is on sale, the black. Which this should be it right here. This is the Brava Baby. These are the skeins, just like the maroon and the red, right? They're nice and hefty. They're good size in the Brava Baby. So you can get all of the colors pretty much that you've seen featured on my channel right now are on sale. Okay, so if you're looking at my projects thinking, well, maybe next year I'll be able to make that. And the black skirt is that's good for any occasion, right? Like we could wear this out for a New Year's Eve or something. You like to wear a nice black, kind of classy looking skirt out for a New Year's Eve. Definitely you could still do it in black. I did that on purpose, made it separate so I could wear this skirt for many, many occasions, okay? And of course you could make this skirt in the bright red for Christmas too. Lots and lots of possibilities there. So, and some of the other colors that were on sale, also the green is also on sale, but not for, I think it's like $2.79 or $2.99. So this is the Empire Green. You can absolutely make beautiful holiday projects between the green and the red and the maroon, right? We can certainly decorate for Christmas with that. And then of course the mint, which I got for baby projects. I think the mint, they got a whole thing of it for baby projects. I think the mint is, again, it's about $2.79, $2.99, somewhere in there. So it's still a good sale price. They definitely lure you in with the $2, right? But there's still, to me, I'm still super happy when there's yarn that's on sale for, you know, under $3 or like 40% off. I'm still happy with that. I love this sale. So this is the mint green. Oh, I think it's even open. So there you go. There's what the mint green looks like. It's gonna be beautiful. I can't even wear this color, but I get it to make baby blankets and baby sweaters and things to donate. This is, if you missed it, this is my spiderweb top, y'all. Yeah, this is in the Brava Baby DK. I made this for Halloween. Now the collar's not from Knit Picks. That's from the Premier Gala. But I did make this out of the Brava Baby in black, and in the Heather crochet spiderweb on the bottom, black on the top. That is most definitely on sale. And I do believe that this is this is the lavender. I believe it's lavender. It could be pink, y'all. You know what? I think it has to be lavender, because I don't think, trying to remember if I ordered it in pink. I don't remember. I don't think I did order it in pink. So I think this is the lavender, which is another one that I got for some baby projects. Also not $2, but I do believe it's under $3 right now. So really, really good deal on that. And I think we just have it in, I think this is our leftover orange, which might, or is this the green I just showed y'all? I can't. I am colorblind to the point that I cannot tell orange from green. They look the same to me. I could have made my pumpkins in green for all I know. Okay. So, okay. I think this might be the orange that you saw on my pumpkins. This might be my leftover orange. I'm not sure. This is either the green or the orange. They really are like just two. I just can't tell them apart. But the orange is also, I think, around $2.79 or something like that. So if you wanted to make those socks, which, you know, I do tell you how to make on my channel. And then this is my knit pumpkin. This is my little baby pumpkin that I made in the Brava Baby DK. Look at how cute that is. Adorable. Same pattern, right? Same pattern. The spice and clove just in the DK way. That is so cool to me. I think that we can take that pattern and make that in so many different fun sizes. So, okay. Well, this is kind of a little bit of a hectic video because I've got so much happening. This is the Brava Orange as well in the worsted. This could possibly be one of the $2 yarns, possibly. It is on sale in the orange. Perhaps it's like $2.79, something like that. But it's still a really good price. The Brava in black is on sale too. If you're looking for those neutrals, right, to kind of trim, like maybe you're doing like a granny square blanket and then you kind of want to trim the whole thing up in just like a neutral color. The black can be great for that, especially if you're doing something like in your oranges and your grays, kind of for winter, you know, fall, winter, your darker colors. The gray can be nice to kind of bring it all together, trim it up. So, this is in the color Carob. Now, I know that this is a $2 yarn. This is the Brava Worsted, the number 4, 100% acrylic Brava Worsted Carob. It's a really nice dark brown. Good for fall projects. I like it as kind of a neutral base. If I don't want the black for something, like maybe I want to do different shades of browns and reds and greens for fall, right? This is a really good one. It is $2 through the 5th, the 4th and the 5th, $2 for this beautiful dark brown. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Let's see what else we can find in here. This, I don't even know what color this is at all. That's one of life's mysteries to me. Cannot remember at all what that is. So I'm trying to think if I can find some of my other, I think this is also orange, also on sale. I just can't remember if it's like $2.79 or $2.99 or what. But that's some more of the orange. Excuse me. Ooh, my goodness. Let's see. So much stuff. Okay. So let's talk about the wool of the Andes. Wonderland Heather. This is the wool of the Andes superwash wool worsted. I do believe that is $2 today in this Wonderland Heather. That's right, $2 for a super wash wool. So if you're somebody who's like, yeah, I like that little baby sweater that she's knit up and a little hat. This is a crochet hat, right? Little crochet baby hat. Little matching, well, not matching because one's knit and one's crochet, but little. And this is the baby sophisticate. I did go over this on a Finish Your Friday. It's a free pattern on the internet. I did modify it. Excuse me. But I think it's a nice pattern, and $2 for superwash wool is a really, really good deal in my opinion. Okay, so that is on sale today. Let's see. Here's another pumpkin. This is my crochet pumpkin in the Brava Baby DK. Same pattern, and let's look at my cardi. You've seen it on here on a Finish Your Friday. The big boxy cardi in the wool of the Andes Holly Berry Super Wash. Now this is not listed on the $2, $4, $6 sale. But if you go into the wool of the Andes, it's under $7 a hank right now. It's like $6.85 or something like that right now. So it's the same thing. If you look at some of these yarns, especially the superwash wools, and they just seem most of the year like they're out of your price range, well, guess what? This is a great time. So yes, shop the $2, $4, $6 yarns. Know that even within those categories, there's going to be yarns that are not listed because they're not $6 or like $6.85 or something like that. So go in, check the category, check the different yarns, because if there's other colors that are like maybe just a little bit more, right? $6 versus $6.85. Like for me, it'd be worth it to get the holly berry, because that's like, you know, my favorite color, just about in the reds. I mean, I do like my purples too, but I know I did just buy a bunch of this when it was on sale, so I'm probably going to try my best not to buy more, but we'll see how well that works out for me, right? So anyways, let's see what else is on sale before it all escapes my mind. Let's talk about comfy worsted. I talk about it a lot in the summertime. Comfy, the whole comfy line, the fingering, the sport, the worsted. Now they even have a heavy Aran weight. There's several different colors within those that are on sale. So this is the comfy worsted, which is 75% Pima cotton, 25% acrylic. It is machine washable, okay? So with the worsted, this skirt is the holly berry on top, which is the deep dark burgundy red, is the white on the bottom, and then of course we have my granny square skirt that I made with y'all on the channel, right? These granny squares from Jada and Stitches. These are crochet on the bottom, knit on the top. It's white in the center. We got the holly berry flower petals, the ivy to kind of border it like some grass, like our flowers got some grass. The skirt's an ivy. All of this is on sale right now for $4 a skein. That's right. You can get your ivy, your holly berry, and your white. So like, gorgeous holiday projects, right? Like if you're wanting to stock up on Christmas stuff, you know, this is still a great time to get your Christmas colors. I would wear this holly berry and the ivy all year long. It doesn't have to be Christmas for me to enjoy these colors, right? But this is, again, if you want Christmas colors in a worsted weight, a heavier weight for maybe somebody who's got the wool allergies or sensitivities, then think about comfy, because comfy really is comfy without being animal fibers. So that's a really good time right now to stock up on that. And of course, even my shorts, right? I made the holly berry shorts with the white trim. All of this on sale for $4 this skein right now. It is a deal and a steal, and I do not want you to miss it. This is even the worsted in the color blackberry. This is my tank top I designed, right? Knit on the bottom, got a little lace, blackberry. It's a beautiful, beautiful dark purple, gorgeous. $4 right now. So let's see if I unearth something else. I might tell you about it, even though we already talked about the yarn, because there's no way I could have all of this in piles and be like, oh yeah, that's on sale, and then that one, and I just can't keep it all straight. This is the Brava Orchid Stripe, and it is $2 right now. $2 right now for this. Is I think it's about 4 shades of purple. Kind of purples, mulberries, plums in there, and then maybe some lighter lilacs. $2 this skein right now. This is really beautiful. The only thing I'm going to say about this is that the skeins are not in the same order, okay? So if you're visually impaired like myself, or you're colorblind and you're trying to make a match, like either match socks or maybe match sleeves on a cardi, you may have difficulties. Yeah, I know this from experience, okay? Because I can't see, and I tried to make socks with it, and they do not match. So if you're sighted, you can absolutely color control these Brava Stripe and make sure that your socks match and your sleeves match. I am really struggling with it with this yarn because the whole color blind thing, and mostly blind. I can't figure out where the different colors start and stop. So, but this is really fun. Still, it's very, very fun. The color Orchid, $2. They have several colors on sale right now for $2. And I do, of course, you know I do. I have the other purple, right? I just got this on sale. This is in the Raven, which is pretty similar to that, except instead of having the white, it's got like the black and the cobblestone. So it's got like 2 of the different purples. I think probably mulberry and maybe like a lighter purple, probably mulberry, eggplant, maybe a little bit of lilac in there, and then with the black and the cobblestone for your neutrals. So you could do like a cardi, and you could do the body of it in black, and then use the stripes for like your sleeves or something. Really, really cute. I just am gonna have to figure out how to color control it, right? That's gonna be my big challenge with that. But that is something like $2 a skein, okay? Let's see. This is just more Brava Baby and the blue. I think this is about $2.79, $2.99, something like that. Good prices on that, even if it's not exactly $2. And to find the ones that are like, you know, $2.79 and $2.99, you have to go within the category. When you select $2, $4, $6 super sale, it's only going to show you the ones that are those exact prices, $2, $4, $6. And then you select Brava Baby, and then you're going to come up with the blue that's like $2.79 or something like that, $2.99. And you'll find all of those other gems within that sale. So that's kind of one of the secrets to navigating that, okay? Is like, oh, there's more stuff, more colors hidden within the categories that are on sale. This is our Brava worsted in Canary. It is on sale. Can't remember if it's $2 or what the exact is, but it's a really nice yellow, bright, cheery, happy yellow color. Happy, happy yellow color. Let's see. Before I talk about the Brava Bulky, which I do want to talk about Brava Bulky with you. I do. So this blanket behind me is a Victorian star blanket. It's designed by Glenda over at Creative Grandma on her YouTube channel, and it's free. And it is worked up in Brava Bulky, and 4 of the 6 colors right now are on sale, and for $2, y'all, $2. This is the Brava Bulky in Pea Pod, and this is on sale. This is the size of your skeins, 100% acrylic, machine washable, so great for blankets. So that blanket is crocheted up in brindle, which is a kind of a reddish brown, the sienna, kind of a reddish brown, pea pod green, Dublin green, canary, and red. And so the sienna, the pea pod, the canary, and the red are all $2 right now. $2 for these big bulky skeins. So really good price on that. The only shades in that are not on sale for $2 right now are the brindle and the Dublin. Okay, but you can make that blanket and get the majority of your yarn that you need for it for $2 a skein. So this is a really, really good price right now. I'm going to struggle not to be stocking up. I have enough of the pea pod though, right? I mean, tell me, somebody say May, you have enough pea pod right now. You don't need more. This is in the color denim too. It is also the bulky. The bulky denim is on sale right now. Can't remember if it's exactly $2 or not. It might be. The Brava denim might actually be bulky. Bulky denim might actually be $2 today. So that could be a nice one for some baby blankets as well. And, oh, the shine. Let's talk about, let's see. So let's talk about a little bit more wool of the Andes. This is wool of the Andes. This is the super wash. This is in the color Fjord Heather. I believe that this is $4. Yeah, I lost my other phone that I sometimes use on here to help me keep my my dates straight. Is anybody shocked that my other phone is buried? Is anybody shocked by that? If you don't know yet, I do use a screen reader to access the internet, and I usually have another phone up here to help me get some of these details. And is anybody shocked that I completely buried it? I have it, and then I bury it, and then I have it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So let's look up. Let's see. So this is let's look at the sale that we're looking at first. This is what we're looking at. This is at both Knit Picks and We Crochet. So it's going to say $2, $4, $6 yarn. And then you can actually navigate it by the different prices. So if you're like, you know what? The only thing that I can afford is $2 yarn, then you can just go in there, right? And only look at $2 yarns. So that's kind of nice, right? I mean, if you're like, I'm on a budget and I'm literally only going to look at, let me look up wool of the Andes because I really can't remember. I really can't remember which one it is. I can't find wool of the Andes right now. So I wanted to show you which ones that were on sale. And I can't remember if this one is $2 or $4, honestly. Like, I've been looking at this yarn since like before 6 o'clock this morning, okay? Oh, that's bulky. That's the super wash. Okay, that's the bulky. I need wool of the Andes. Bulky. Super wash worsted. There we go. There we go. The Fjord. Okay. Okay. So $4.19. See, that's why I wanted to look that one up because I couldn't remember for sure. So it's like $4.19. So it's still 30% off. Okay, so if you go under the $4 category, you're not going to find this. But then if you go under wool of the Andes, right there, you're still going to find it for 30% off. This is a beautiful kind of like a bluish, grayish, greenish. It's a nice color. So just know how to navigate the sale like that. That you're going to find these categories, and then within each one, you're going to find like separate specials, okay, on some of the colors. So my brain is kind of on overload, to be honest. But oh, let's talk about the comfy Aran. So we talked about comfy. We talked about the comfy worsted at least, and I want to talk about the comfy Aran, which is the heavyweight. They used to call it bulky, so I think my skeins still say bulky, but they've kind of backed off on whether it's classified as a bulky or not, or whether it's classified as a heavy Aran worsted. So this is going to be the size of your skeins. Again, it is 75% Pima cotton. and 25% acrylic. This is the size of your strand, so I can kind of see why they're like, yeah, that's not quite a bulky, right? But this is in the merino color, which is sort of a bluish greenish. This is what it's going to look like crocheted. I think this would make a super, super nice blanket, baby blankets. It might shrink a little bit. That's the one thing I don't, they say it's machine washable, and it is. I have machine washed a lot of my comfy garments. I do tend to think it shrinks just a little bit, but it's cotton, so it kind of then stretches as you wear it, right? It's like, you know, cotton, like most of us have cotton t-shirts that we buy, right? You wash them, you dry them, they shrink up a little bit, you put them on, they stretch out a little bit. So that's kind of been my experience with my comfy garments, as they shrink up a little, but as soon as you wear them and you start moving around and doing life in them, the cotton kind of stretches right back out. So, but this is what it's going to look like crocheted up. I think this is a nice yarn. Have not, beyond working up this little swatch in it, I haven't actually done more with it to be able to tell you, you know, like how it's going to look, but it feels really, really nice, okay? And so this is $6 today. I think it's possible that all of the colors, I can't remember for sure, but I know that this particular color is $6, and I think if you go into that $6 category, you're going to find several of these. I think I only have one other color in the house. I didn't pull it just because, you know, I have a mountain of yarn here. Like, there was literally going to be no room for me on this bed if we didn't stop grabbing yarn today. But $6 for these big hanks. It's a great time to get, again, your blanket quantities. This sale is a really good time to get your blanket quantities, your sweater quantities, right? Anything like that where you're like, I want to be knitting and crocheting up sweaters for the next, you know, 5 months until March. I want to be doing blankets and sweaters, and you need blanket and sweater quantities. This is your time to get it, okay? So, so there is that. I wanted to cover that. And I know I wanted to cover a few more yarns today that are on the sale. Let's talk about some of these. Let's talk about what in the world. This is some tweed. This is some stroll. If I can find all of my stroll that I pulled, we can talk about. Oh, this is some comfy fingering. We can talk about comfy comes in a fingering weight too, by the way. The same yarn that we just talked about. The comfy and the heavy Erin. It also comes in a fingering weight. And so this is in the color lilac. And this is also on sale today. It's a nice purple. It's a really, really nice purple. And you saw me work it up. This little Granita, the Granita tank top, and the blackberry, and the comfy fingering. That's on sale today. And I think that could be comfy fingering. Let's look it up, because I genuinely can't remember. Let's see. Okay, let's look up comfy. Comfy fingering. There are several that are included within the $2 shades. Cabin. $4. Okay, $4.54. $4.54. So again, this is going to be the same thing. Where you're going to look up your $4 yarns, and these colors are not going to show up because they're not $4, but they're $4.54. They're still 30% off. Okay, so these are some of the ones that you need to go into the categories beyond just the $2 and the $4. You need to select like your comfy fingering, and then within there you're gonna find that this stuff is still this blackberry and this lilac. This is still 30% off, and so to me that is still a really good sale. I'm like still, you know, because I have it in the house, I'm really trying hard not to buy more because I have some in the house. But this comfy fingering because it's that nice cotton. It's very, very breathable. It makes great summer garments. This tank top is very, very comfortable. I've worn it since I made it on the channel. I wore it this summer. It's super, super comfy. It's great for summer tops. It's great for tank tops. I think it'd be great for sort of those spring lightweight, or even, you know, summertime socks. If you want to wear socks but you don't want like a heavy sock, or you're again allergic to wool, because some people are allergic to wool and they feel like all they got for sock yarn just wool. And this I think would make, I haven't made any socks with it yet, but I think it would make some beautiful, beautiful lace weight kind of spring type socks. So the lilac and the blackberry are about $4.54 or something like that. So still 30% off. So definitely know how to navigate that sale, right? Know how to navigate that sale. Know that you gotta go deeper than, I think this was just the skeins of the blackberry, so we're gonna put that aside. So we looked at the blackberry tank top. So we will just bypass that for now. And I do want to talk about that, because I do have some other yarns here that are not listed on the sale, but they are on sale. So we can talk about wonderfluff. Wonderfluff is not listed on the sale, but again, you're gonna find this is, I think this is in the color Royal Heather. This yarn is so soft. This is Wonderfluff bulky. It's something like 70% alpaca, and it's nylon and merino wool. I can't remember the exact percentages on the merino and the nylon, but it's like 70% alpaca and the nylon. It's super, super soft. Again, this is not listed on the $2, $4 sale, but it still is something like $5.99 on the sale in this beautiful Royal Heather. This is like a beautiful purple, and so this is, again, this is super soft. This is scarf yarn. This is shawl yarn. You could certainly make a sweater out of it. Very soft, very, very fluffy, hand washed because of 70% alpaca, but it is under $6 right now for the next couple of days. Absolutely amazing, amazing deal on that today. So I love that. I love it, love it, love it. I think I brought out one more color. This I think is the Atlantic. It is, I think the Atlantic is, might be up to $6.99, something like that, but still, you know, is still a really, really good sale price right now for that. One of the other bougie yarns I want to talk about is the plum wine. The plum wine. This is the City Tweed DK, which is 55% alpaca, and it's alpaca, merino wool, and then 20% Donegal tweed. So it is fairly tweedy, but it is I'm trying to remember if it's 55% alpaca. You know what? I think it's 55% merino wool, and then maybe 25% alpaca, 20% tweed. But this is, I believe, this is the plum wine color. This is gorgeous. I love my purples, you know that. This is on sale. I think this is included in the $6. It could be one of those $5.99 ones, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna get this for something like $6. This is another one of those kind of those higher end bougie yarns, right? That you're like, no, it's really nice. It's a hand wash yarn, but sounds really nice, but it's just kind of out of your price range most of the year. This is your time to get this absolutely gorgeous plum wine. If you like your dark purples like me, this is your chance to really cash in and get those yarns. It's like they knew I like dark purple and had a lot of it in my stash or something, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I thought I had more colors of stroll pulled out, but I am not finding them right here, right now. And I don't want to waste a lot of time looking for them because this video is going to be plenty long. But stroll is their sock yarn, right? It is their house sock yarn. It is 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. I make socks with it, but I didn't bring it with me. I can't believe I forgot to bring it with me again. But I've made a full-on skirt and tank top with this. It is incredibly soft, really, really incredible. It says another scarf. You can make scarves. You can make shawls. This is a next to your skin yarn. Absolutely luxurious. This is in the color Grizzly Heather, which I do believe is $4 right now. $4 for this. So if this is one of your favorite sock yarns, it was my favorite sock yarn for years. You have seen on my channel now, I'm really starting to explore the Hawthorne fingering. That's not on sale. Okay, that was on sale the other week for Socktober. Not on sale. But this I still love Stroll. It's a merino, so it's super soft. Maybe not quite as hard wearing, but still a machine washable. So this is your Grizzly Heather, and this is also nice kind of a brown. It's a very kind of a neutrally brownish heather. This is on sale right now for $4. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And they also have a few other, not all the colors of Stroll are on sale right now. Okay, this is one of those yarns that you go in and you look within the category and you find the ones that are on sale. But the Grizzly Heather is definitely on sale. I checked that. They have another brown here that I pulled today. And of course, I've lost it in the mountain of yarn. But it's called Cork. It's like a tannish. It's like a tan. It's just a little bit lighter than that. I buried it in this pile somewhere, unfortunately. Well, let's talk about Stroll Tweed, okay? So this is the Stroll Tweed in the wellies. This is a beautiful dark, it's like a black with kind of some cream in there. This is the Stroll Tweed. And this is the wellies tweed. It is on sale for $4 right now. And I've even made socks. I know you guys are like, do you ever work with it? Yeah. I made these socks years ago before I had a channel. And this is in, I want to say this color is called Farmhouse Heather, which I believe is like brown. It's like a brown with just a little bit of red. It's got those kind of those creamy tan nets in it. This is a beautiful sock. Super, super happy with this. Love this. So this is what your tweed is going to look like, right? This is what it's going to look like worked up. I love it. Not, like I said, not everybody does, right? Made a pair for my mom and she's like, they look like I'm covered in lint. I can't wear those out of the house. So do keep that in mind. Not everybody wants tweed socks. I was shocked to hear that. I'm like, what? I think tweed is such a classic look, but not everybody appreciates the tweed socks. So, but I do, and if you do, and I also think this would make a beautiful sweater. It just says it's a fingering weight, right? So it's going to take more time to work it up. But that's a beautiful, beautiful yarn. So let's talk about just a few more yarns that I want to talk about. The Shine is on sale. Some of the colors in your Shine Sport and Shine Worsted are, I think they're $4 right now. Some of them could be $2. You'll be able to find them in those same categories like we talked about. The $2, the $4 categories. Let's see if I can look up Shine for us. Shine. Let's look up Shine really fast. Shine Sport, because this is my tank top. This is another one that's going to have, some of them are going to be on sale, some of them are not. So like your current, your really dark red, your beautiful red pageant. $4. So this is one that's going to show up in that $4 category. So 33% off. This is your Shine Sport. This is super soft. It's a cotton and birchwood fiber blend. I was honestly surprised by how soft this yarn is. But this is the color pageant that I made this tank top this summer. It's an absolutely beautiful dark purple. So 33% off right now for that. That is gorgeous. And this should be the color Current. I'm not positive. This could be Current, or it could also be the Serrano. Well, look at that. Somebody wrote it in great big marker that they can still see. And so this, I think, is also, yeah, $4.19, so not quite listed on the $4 sale. But your Serrano, your Currant, some of your pretty reds again, you can use them for holiday projects if you want, or you can stock up for your summer stuff, right? I mean, that for me, it's like, yes, holiday projects, most definitely, but also I'm definitely thinking summer projects. So that, I think, is more of my pageant. Let's talk about just a couple more colors that are on sale. This is the Comfy. I think this is Comfy Sport. This is the Planetarium, which is on sale. Cannot remember the exact price of this, but this is the size. If you're wondering what the size of the strands are on the Comfy Sport, this is what it is. This is your dark blue. I really like this dark blue in the Planetarium. That is on sale. Let's talk about your curio. For those of you that really like those crochet threads, these are on sale right now. So this is your curio number 3 in the Holly Berry, the deep dark burgundy red. So if you're somebody who really loves the challenge of actually making the traditional crochet doilies that probably your grandmother, my grandmother used to crochet gorgeous crochet. That's how I first got interested in crochet. When I was a little girl, the first thing, my grandmother, I always remember her gorgeous, gorgeous crochet doilies. So they have the curio number 10, which I think the 10 and the 3 is what my grandmother worked with. And so this is the 10. This is super, super, super fine. Oh my goodness. I haven't even tried. I'm not even sure why I bought this, y'all, because I'm looking at it going like, are you ever going to use that? This is the number 10 crochet thread. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. My voice is getting a little hoarse. Versus the number 3. So the number 3 is obviously a little bit thicker, right, than the number 10. But these are both your 100% mercerized cotton, which these will make gorgeous crochet doilies, table runners, Christmas ornaments if you want. I am not quite advanced. This is the Holly Berry and the white, so you could absolutely make, and they're $4 right now. So if you like want to try to get some of the number 3 in the house and play with it and see if you're able to work with it, this is a great opportunity to do that when they're $4 right now. So this is when I get mine, is when they're $4. Okay, I'm like, because I haven't even touched this white yet. I'm like, what was I thinking, right? Am I ever going to do that or not? I think that I'm going to crochet like my grandmother did one day. But realistically, I don't know if I got those skills or not. But this is definitely your chance. Get the stuff in the house. And then if you ever get brave enough to use it, right, you'll have it. So let's see. Let's talk about just a couple more yarns that are on sale. Let's talk about the fairy tale fur. Oh my goodness. So fairy tale fur is a number 6 super bulky yarn. It is 100% polyester. You guys know I absolutely love this stuff. So this is I think that this is the color Haibu, which is like a gray and kind of teal. And it is, I love the furry yarns, and I really worry that they're going to stop carrying them, right? And so I put up my tutorial for my knit fancy and faux fur hat, and this is in the color Paloma. It's a beautiful, beautiful light pink. Now this color is $260 right now for these great big skeins in the color Paloma. $260. That is the color of Mrs. Bear, which, by the way, the real name of this pattern is Little Mishka. It's a free pattern on the Knit Picks website. This bear is adorable in the color Paloma. Absolutely adorable. So $260 right now a skein to make these adorable little bears. So I put out a free tutorial called my Fancy and Faux Fur Knit Hat. And this is it. So you can learn. So if you look at these fur yarns and you're like, they're pretty, but what the heck am I going to do with it, right? You're not sure? Well, I'm giving you a free tutorial. So it comes in this beautiful color called Haibu, this tealish color. It also comes in gray. okay? So this is like a grayish, I think this is grayish black. I'm pretty sure it comes in, this color is called Lapin. This is my famous, the fancy and faux fur hat. And it is on sale. I think the Lapin is $4 right now. Okay, so the Lapin is more expensive than the Paloma. The Lapin is $4. I've made a scarf. If you want to learn how to make this scarf, I can absolutely teach you how to make this scarf. I've made matching fingerless gloves. If you want to learn how to make the fingerless gloves, I can absolutely get a tutorial going for those. And you guys can all have a matching set because this is just beautiful. Now, I've said it and I said it, right? This is the color Maha. This is the crochet version. I decided to design a fancy and faux fur crochet version of my hat in the color Maha. Well, guess what? The tutorial was scheduled to come out today, Tuesday, and then I'm like, you know what? Let them get the yarn on sale, right? Let them get the yarn on sale, get it in their house, and then put the tutorial out for them next week. So yes, I said to my crocheters, I have a tutorial for you so you too can be fancy in faux fur, right? And I definitely, the tutorial's done. It's filmed, it's uploaded. It was ready to roll Tuesday morning. And then I'm like, no, they need to know about the sale. They want to get the yarn as affordable as possible. So the tutorial is coming. It's probably going to be next Tuesday. Maybe next, you let me know. Do you want the tutorial next Tuesday? Or would you rather have it over the weekend? Because I could put it up on Saturday. I could put it up on Sunday. We could bump a yarn unboxing and put that on Tuesday. You let me know what day works best for you to learn how to crochet the fancy and faux fur hat. Get your yarn. Get it on sale. And this is the Corvo, the black, which is $4 a skein, y'all. This is my fancy black fur swing coat. Yeah, I do not have a tutorial for this because I don't know how to size it for everybody, right? But I did design this myself. This, for me, I'm about 5'4½". 120 pounds. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm probably going to have to remake this for myself because I made it for myself when I was probably about 114 pounds. It's already going to be kind of snug on me if I put on much more weight. So I really was not feeling well then at all, barely eating, pretty thin. So I just made it to fit me then without even rethinking, like, you're probably going to put on weight again once you start feeling better, right? So I also want to remake it in white. Now they've discontinued the white, but maybe we'll still make it. You guys want to make this with me in January, remake it in black or make it in white? We could do it. I could do it on the channel. I could talk you through it, but I don't know that I could help you size it for, you know, all sizes. That's the one thing. Let's talk about just a couple more yarns that are on sale, but just not quite as good of a sale right now. So this is your twill worsted in the color Crab Apple. This is a 100% super washable. It's a nice wool for cables and sweaters and stuff. It is not even listed on the $2, $4, $6 yarn. I think it's like $11.99 a hank, which, you know, that seems pricey, but it's regularly something like $14.99 or $15.99. So it's still like, I think about 20, 25, maybe 30% off, something like that. I can't remember the exacts, but it's still on a really good sale in my opinion. So this is the Crab Apple. It's another really nice Christmas color, okay? If you're into like those nice, this is a slight shade lighter than the holly berry, but if you're looking at this color thinking that'd be nice to make a beautiful Christmas sweater, you can still get it on sale. It's just not quite as good as a sale, okay? Now I want to talk about just like, let's see, like maybe one or two more yarns because I've been talking for a long time and I'm kind of getting, I'm sure you might be tired of listening, maybe not, I don't know. I could look at and talk about yarn sales like all day long. I can talk about yarn all day long if you haven't figured that out yet, right? So let's talk about animation, okay? So animation is a 100% mercerized cotton. It's a DK weight #3 yarn. And this, I think, if you're somebody who loves to make the crochet doilies, but you're like, no way am I touching that thread. That is too small for me. Well, guess what? This DK weight cotton, I made my first crochet pineapple doily out of. This is the mercerized DK animation. This is my first pineapple crochet doily. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like worked up. So there are a lot of the shades of this are on sale. And so if you want to work up like maybe some placemats, I talked about on Start Something Saturday. Let's see. Let's look up animation. And I hope I'm spelling it right. I'm terrible at spelling, y'all. Okay, I'm terrible at spelling. I hope I looked it up right. Okay, so some of this yarn is like I've got here, Douglas fir. Y'all, it was like we hopped into a time machine this morning, okay? And it's like 1969. Check this out. Douglas fir, if you want to make like some Christmas placemats in this gorgeous, gorgeous dark green, or maybe you want to make a pineapple doily in dark green, it's $1.79. $1.79 right now. Like, what in the world, y'all? When have you seen yarn for $1.79 right now? So this is the size of the strands that you're gonna get with it. Some of the other greens are not quite as cheap as the jade. So $2.09. So some of your other shades, like your jade and your jalapeno and stuff, this is your jade. This is $2.09 for the jade versus $1.79 for the Douglas fir. But these would still be beautiful together, right? Like a Christmas doily or a Christmas centerpiece of some kind. Like, yes, we love the classic white doilies. We've all been singing them for decades, right? But if we wanted to do up our doilies in Christmas colors or just like some greens for autumn even or fall, this jade and this Douglas fir, you could do placemats in like the Douglas fir and then trim them up with like some of the lighter jade, and that would be absolutely gorgeous. Or just like one big centerpiece for your table. So $1.79 right now for this Douglas fir. So again, this is the size of your strands. You're not going to see this listed under the $2, $4, $6 sale. Those are only the ones that are for those even prices. But if you go in and you look for this, this is where you're going to find it, okay? So definitely hunt around. I did. I've been up since like 5 something this morning working on this sale for you all. And I want to help you save money. I want to help you find the deals and the steals right now. And this is definitely a steal. $1.79. That is craziness. Craziness. I'm like, what? And now let's talk about Samia, because Samia is a fingering weight yarn. And it is 80% cupra and 20% silk, mulberry silk. So it's going to be a hand wash yarn. So these are going to be $6 right now. So they're 54% off. So if you do go look under the $6 sale right now, you will find these. This is what they look like. I got this moonflower. They're pretty tiny. I mean, I'll be honest with you, they're pretty small. I really truly don't know what cooper is. I don't know what that is. But silk, this is the moonflower, which I was hoping was going to be more of a white. I've talked to you before. I really can't wear the cream, so I'm not even totally sure what I'm going to do with this now, because I had bought it to make a garment for myself. The moonflower is not a true white, and it does say it's kind of a cream. I was just hoping it wasn't quite this cream, but this is what it looks like. It's still a really nice yarn, okay? It's not quite the color that I was wanting, but they do have some other colors. Let's see, they got some other, let's see what we got going on there. I don't know, there's something going on, getting some kind of announcement there, but there's some other nice colors for that. I don't even know, I get like push notifications from the internet all the time. Not sure what that was even about, but let's talk about okay, I'm gonna let you see one more yarn. Now, this is a yarn unboxing that I've already recorded I've already scheduled it, but then I keep having to bump my yarn unboxings for, yarn sales, right? So just like yesterday, Sunday, we did a web sale and I showed you my Barocco sesame. And then I'm like, you better be surprised, like Christmas morning, right? When you peeked at the presents and you're like, oh no, I don't know. It's a surprise, right? So when you see the yarn unboxing from the Knit Picks wool sale, you need to act surprised, okay? This is the Sandscapes. It's a fingering weight yarn. It is a 100% super washable. It's not a merino wool, but it's still a really nice yarn. And this is the color Beta, which is like cranberries and mulberries. This comes in a variety of different colors. It is going to make an absolutely gorgeous shawl. I mean, I love this. So I'm thinking shawl, but you guys know I might make a dress or something with it. Who knows what kind of ideas I might get with this. But there's not a lot of colors, maybe like 6 colors, something like that. But this is the color Beta. I still have my eye on maybe 1 or 2 other colors, but I thought this was absolutely gorgeous. The kind of the reds and the kind of purples, that kind of thing. So remember, the yarn unboxing for this got bumped, okay, because of all the yarn sales. So when I open this, I don't know, like a month from now or something, act surprised, like you've never seen it before. Ooh and ah over this yarn like you never saw it before, because I just got this off the wool sale. So that yarn unboxing is uploaded onto YouTube. It is scheduled, and so I thought about not showing it to y'all till after the yarn unboxing, but I was like, no, they want to get it on sale too, right? It's so gorgeous, you want to get it on sale too. So I do that now. I'm like, you know what, my viewers want the yarn sales, even if they, see the yarn unboxing after the fact, right? So if you're like, no, you already got that. Well, yeah, because I unboxed it and then a sale happened. So we have to bump yarn unboxings for sales. But this is really, really beautiful. I think it's really fun. I think there's just so many possible shawls, dresses, sweaters, tops you could do because it's so pretty and so colorful. You wouldn't have to do anything fancy. You could do cables with it. You could do lace with it. But you could really just do like a nice stockinette piece and let the yarn do the talking. So, alrighty. Well, I could talk forever with you all about yarn. But I think you want to go shop this sale because you only got 2 days to do it. So my friends, thank you so much for listening. Say hello in the comment section. Let me know if you shop the sale. Let me know what your favorites are, right? You can come back after you do your shopping because I know it's only 2 days, but let me know what you got. Let me know what you're gonna make out of it. Let me know if you enjoy these sales. And remember what I have to remind myself, right? Shop responsibly. And I have to tell myself every day when I look at yarn sales, you can't eat yarn, right? You can't eat yarn. So shop responsibly because, I don't mind eating rice, right? So beans and rice. Just had rice today. Rice and chicken curry. Pretty good. So I'm okay with that. So alrighty, well, you enjoy the videos. Let me know if you wanted me to keep the sales coming, the deals and the steals, my friends. So thank you so much for listening. And until next time, happy shopping. Bye-bye for now. Let me see if I can unbury myself from this mountain of yarn. Oh my goodness, what? I literally spent hours today, y'all, pulling yarn for this video. So, alrighty, happy shopping. Bye-bye.